Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Now, this is something that I've been saying for quite some time, that since Dillian Whyte has become the WBC Interim World Heavyweight Champion, what that title means is that if anything was to happen to Wilder, for example, when he was a champion, and now Tyson Fury, if either of these guys can't fulfill an obligation, if they lose the belt, if they vacate it, whatever the situation would be, Dillian Whyte being interim world heavyweight champion means he would replace the current champion as champion. And for example, right now, Tyson Fury is champion, so if he can't fight Deontay Wilder in July or whatever, Dillian Whyte would then fight Deontay Wilder as champion, and when Tyson Fury is fit and able, he will then come back and he would be champion in recess, so he will get first dibs at the champion. Now, Eddie Hearn has pretty much backed up everything that I've just said with an article today, so thank you very much to everybody who's been sending me this article via Sky Sports, which in a nutshell is a case of Eddie Hearn is talking about the potential investigation with the farmer Ukad Tyson Fury, okay? We've covered that one to death, and if you haven't seen any of it, those videos will pop up at the end of this video. Now, if the extreme happens, and I don't think it will, but if the extreme happens and Ukad reopen the investigation and end up banning Tyson Fury, or Tyson Fury says, you know what, I've had enough of this, and quits boxing again, for all the Deontay Wilder fans who's been pushing the narratives as they want Tyson Fury kicked out, they want him suspended, they want him banned, and Deontay Wilder reinstated as champion, that is not going to happen. I'll tell you why. First of all, because Tyson Fury was clean when he fought Deontay Wilder. Okay, he's past all VADA. So that isn't going to happen under any circumstance. All right? So Wilder will not become automatic champion again. I'll tell you who will. Dillian Whyte will. So Deontay Wilder, he will then have to fight Dillian Whyte. And Dillian Whyte will walk to the ring as WBC Heavyweight World Champion. Okay? And if you're a Wilder fan, that's the last thing in the world that you want. Because Tyson Fury, he's shown he can outbox Deontay Wilder. He can box his ears off. And he can just put it on Deontay Wilder and just batter him. Now with Dillian Whyte, he ain't just going to batter Deontay Wilder. He will break him into pieces. Which is why I've been saying this for quite some time, that I wanted Deontay Wilder to defend his title against Dillian Whyte. For multiple reasons. Number one, I believe Dillian Whyte absolutely does him. And I understand that quite a few of you guys will totally disagree with me. And you'll say, well, because Tyson Fury done that, doesn't mean Dillian Whyte could do that. Listen, this is all about styles, go up. And I've been watching boxing for a long time. I'm not saying that Deontay Wilder couldn't land a big punch on Dillian, or couldn't land a big punch on Joshua, or couldn't land a big punch on Tyson Fury and win the fight that way. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying to you is that Dillian Whyte, he's the aggressive, come forward, put it on you kind of fighter. Deontay Wilder don't like those kind of fighters. Tyson Fury just showed you that, right? And I've been telling you this for a long time. And Dillian Whyte is all wrong for Deontay Wilder. So if something extreme was to happen with Tyson Fury, Dillian Whyte would become the WBC Heavyweight World Champion. Not Deontay Wilder. It will be Dillian Whyte. And then Deontay Wilder has, because he already has a rematch clause, he will then have first refusal to fight Dillian Whyte. Much like with the rematch when Tyson Fury, he gave up his belts, got his belt stripped, whatever it may be, over Vladimir Klitschko. They had an agreement for a rematch. So when Vladimir Klitschko decided to, you know what, I want to come back into boxing, I want my rematch, because Tyson Fury wasn't available, Anthony Joshua then fought Vladimir Klitschko. That's how it all came about, to fight for the vacant title. But in this instance, because it's WBC, Dillian Whyte is the interim world heavyweight champion. So he doesn't have to go fight Deontay Wilder or fight anybody for a final eliminator. He's already done the final eliminators. Being interim world heavyweight champion means you are effectively champion of recess. You will get that title one way or another. Whether it be the title vacated, whether it be the title stripped, or you go fight the current champion for it. But if Tyson Fury is not available to fight, Dillian Whyte will replace Tyson Fury. I've been saying this to you for a long time, and Eddie Hearn has now confirmed that as well as. So all the Wilder nut huggers out there with all your silly little petitions and this, that and the other to try and get Tyson Fury banned, it ain't going to work. But in the unlikely scenario that Ukad do open it up and they do end up banning him or whatever, first of all, Tyson Fury, he can still fight outside of the United Kingdom anyway, as he has done. Ukad, British Box Border Control, have no jurisdiction outside of the UK. But extreme circumstance, Tyson Fury says, you know what, I've had enough. Dillian Whyte will become the next heavyweight world champion for the WBC, not Deontay Wilder. Simple as that, really, isn't it? Anyway, drop your thoughts below about it, click thumbs up, subscribe, catch you all on the next video.